What's up, guys? Welcome back to today's episode. We are talking about the Orlando Magic. They have drafted Mohamed Bamba. They have Jonathan Isaac coming off of injury, and so much more. Lots of storylines for the Orlando Magic. But first, make sure you follow us on Twitter at the Sports Sermon Sports with a Z. Follow us on, or subscribe to us on YouTube, same account. You've got NFL, college football, and NBA. Every single team all on there and more throughout the summer and going into the fall. I'm Jason Gandhi alongside today with Dylan Staggy. Let's get into the Orlando Magic, Dylan. The Frank Vogel is fired and Steve Clifford is now the coach. What are your expectations for Coach Steve Clifford and his staff?
I mean, the Magic are going to be a team that's just going to be focused on progress and development from their young guys, and just see some, hopefully, progress in the win department too, but I don't think that's necessary, say this year, because the Magic still need pieces, they still need a high draft pick, and they're still probably going to be in tank mode this year, because really they're just very much lacking at the guard spot. But those big guys, you do have to continue developing. Aaron Gordon, still young, he still needs some polish to his game. Mo Bamba, obviously, the new draft pick. Jonathan Isaac from last year's draft pick, didn't get to play a lot because of his injury, but hopefully see some more from him. And then Evan Fournier, who's taken up $17 million of cap space, and still is only 25 years old. You'd like to see more production out of him.
Yeah, so for me, I went more with Frank Vogel. You can't do worse than how he did these last few years. But to be fair, he never got a chance with the roster he walked into. But he also didn't exactly leave it better than how he got it. I think it comes down more to the draft. Much more on the front office. They have a new front office as of last offseason, and they need to hit on a prospect or two. The most recent hit they have has to be Aaron Gordon, and he is now on a second contract, so it's been a while. For Coach Clifford, I need to see the same thing we talked about with the Hawks. I need to see development from their two guys, Jonathan Isaac and Mo Bamba. I think Aaron Gordon's going to get close to his potential, if not this year, then next year. We know what we've got in him. And I like the Isaac, Gordon, and Bamba pairing, but you've got to get Isaac healthy, and you've got to keep Bamba on the floor, and just have them be defensive studs. Let's move on to some of the moves they made. Mo Bamba gets drafted. They traded Bismack Biyombo for Timofey Mozgov and Jerry Grant. They signed Isaiah Briscoe. What do you think about these moves? Did they bring any hope for Orlando, and are you worried about the lack of offense in Orlando?
Yeah, I mean, my biggest thing is just the lack of guards more than offense. I mean, the guards that they have aren't going to be able to produce enough, and that's why I think they missed out big time on Isaiah Thomas. I think he would have been a perfect fit to take some of the offensive pressure that's going to come now for guys like Aaron Gordon and Mo Bamba, Jonathan Isaac, in there while they're still young and trying to develop. But really, just the guard position is just going to be so bad for them this year. DJ Augustine, Jerry Grant, Terrence Ross, Wesley Iwundu, Evan Fournier plays some shooting guard. But, I mean, it's just really not going to be enough to get it done for this team. And also, I think it was a bad decision to move on from Hezonja because of how much offense they're going to lack this year.
Yeah, I think you're saying it as nice as people can say it. The fact of the matter is they do not have offense, and their guard play is going to very much struggle. DJ Augustin, Evan Fournier, Isaiah Briscoe, Jerry Grant, that's really about it. None of those guys are offensive studs besides Fournier, who can shoot. Offense are on the front court side of things. Bamba, Gordon, Mozgov, Isaac, all those guys are great defensively. I need to see some offense, and I'm just worried about how they're going to score the ball. Augustine and Fournier are going to have to have a bigger offensive load than most people want them to. And like I said, I really like the Isaac, Gordon, Bamba 3 through 5. And if they can just get some sort of guard play, Dylan, you mentioned Isaiah Thomas. That's a great fit there. Just to give somebody some sort of go shoot 25 shots and get us some offense, we'll lock down on defense. The last question I have for you, Dylan. Jonathan Isaac is back. Mo Bamba comes in with a lot of hype. What do you want to see from those two specifically, and what do you see realistically for the Magic next year?
For Jonathan Isaac, I think he just needs to be more efficient and possibly even handle the ball more because we did only see 27 games from him last year, and the guard play is just going to be so bad that he might have to keep the ball in his hands a little bit more. I mean, last year he only shot 40%. That's got to improve, and he's just got to show some potential and keep on developing. For Mo Bamba, honestly, this sounds kind of stupid, but he's just got to look like an NBA player. He has so much talent, but he's going to be very raw. Obviously, he can block shots with that 7'10" wingspan, but just to continue to develop those other skills, especially the shooting touch, I think will be important. You just want to see some progress throughout the season from him. And for the Magic as a whole, I think this is just going to be another rebuilding year and try to get another top 5 pick because, just they have a lack of talent again at the guard position, and this roster is far from being complete to try and go compete for a playoff spot.
Yeah, for the two specifically, Isaac and Bamba, I would love to see them go ball out defensively. I'm not out on Isaac as most people are. I really think he has got very good potential in this league. I want to see Isaac, Gordon, and Bamba all stay healthy and just be monsters defensively. Their offensive games are going to have to grow, and they will while they develop. But I have 2 challenges for them. Get to 25 to 28 wins. That's not hard. They should get there pretty easily, I think, of 25 wins. Remember last year, they started out hot. I forget what they were. They were like 10-2 or something, or maybe it was 8-2. They started out really hot.
Number 1 in the East, I think, for a little bit.
Yeah, like they start out really hot in like the first week or 2 of the season. So they should be able to get to 25 wins. And then the second one's somewhat of a joke, but like it's a joke, but not really. I want to see the Magic on top 10 plays once a week for like blocks or some sort of freak athlete play. They've got Jonathan Isaac and Mo Bamba. I want to see someone go pin the ball up against the top of the backboard. I want to see them go throw down some crazy alley-oops. Use their athleticism.
The problem is on the alley-oop side of things.
Who's going to pass it to him? Yeah. You would hope that DJ Augustine can throw some oops. You hope Jerry and Grant can. Grant had to play with Markkanen last year. You got to throw him some pick and pops. Not that, I don't know. I'm just hoping somebody can throw him the ball. I think the Magic, they have 2 freak athletes. Go use them. Let Bamba bring up the ball a few times. See what he can do with the ball in his hands. Let Isaac try at some point forward. Like, you got such good athletes. I just want to see him do something.
Yeah. I just think it's so bad for the Magic that they missed out on Isaiah Thomas. They should have found a way to get them because I think he would be a perfect fit for their roster and to play that one position. They have a few 2s that they can throw out there that can also slide down to the 3, and Simmons, Fournier, Ross.
But see, Ross and Simmons can't play offense either. Like, they're defensive 2s.
Yeah, and Isaiah Thomas doesn't play defense, but he plays offense.
Exactly.
It would have been great.
Yeah, but if you're Isaiah Thomas, I never thought this would be realistic because you're not going to take a pay cut if you're going to the Magic, and you're not going to want a 1-year deal if you're the Magic. Like,
a 1-year deal for the Magic wouldn't be bad at all.
Why would you want him for only 1 year? What if he balls out? You're going to want him for longer.
Well, for the Magic, wouldn't want him. Maybe not want him for 1 year, but
that's what I'm saying.
I think. We don't know what was offered to him.
No, yeah, but I'm saying.
But if he was offered a 1-year deal for the Magic, I don't know why you wouldn't have taken it because
Magic aren't throwing him like $25 million.
Yeah,
but he's not taking the vet minimum like he did in Denver to go to Orlando.
But if you're with the Magic, he's going to get so much more volume, so many more shots. The thing that made him so great in Boston was his offense and that he was able to have the ball in his hands the whole time. He's not going to be able to do that as much in Denver, and something that he would have been able to just have the ball the entire time if you're on the Magic because, who else is going to handle the ball?
No, yeah, I guess what I'm saying is if I'm the Magic, you want him for more than 1 year if he's going to come. And if you're Isaiah Thomas, you're not going to want to take a pay cut to come play in Orlando. So it just doesn't make – I didn't think either side it made sense except for, like, pure roster-wise, yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
And then also if you're Isaiah Thomas and you go to Orlando and you do put up 20 to 25 points a game, the money's going to come next year in free agency.
Yeah, but you don't want to take that pay cut for you don't want to bet on yourself that much, because if he struggled in Orlando, he would not get another contract.
Well, if he struggles in Denver, it'd be the same way.
Yeah, he will. He'll get another. He's only on the vet minimum, so he'd get another vet min job. Like, I think he's in a safer position now in Denver than he would be in Orlando. If he struggled in Orlando, he would not get another job. In Denver, he's got room to struggle. He's got Jamal Murray. He's got guys that'll make him look better. Any other thoughts on the Magic before we wrap this thing up?
Bring out the tanks.
That, and like I said, I want to see some top 10 plays. Let's see some crazy blocks. Use that athleticism.
And they let their best player go, Mario Zonia.
Yeah, Dylan's the biggest Zonia guy. Wait till our next podcast comes out. It'll be crazy. That'll do it for this episode. Let's hope the Magic get some wins. Dylan wants them to bring out the tanks. Thank you for listening. Follow us on the Sports Sermon, Sports with a Z on Twitter, and we'll see you later in the week. Deuces.